Hello, my friends. Life may be asking you right now something very important, and that is to stop forcing things to go your way, but to see where the river of life wants to take you. I think that every time I've seen my clients struggle or when I've struggled in my own life, it's because I've recognized I've been trying to swim against the current of where life is wanting to take me. And so I'm wanting to share with you today these three essential steps that I come back to with my own practice and with my clients time and time again. And I want to remind you that we are not here to just learn these things, okay? We are here to live what we've learned. And that is where most transformation actually just falls short, is by we stop at the learning phase. So we have to remember first that the first step is learning, but there are more steps after that because change doesn't last until it actually moves from the mind and into the body, into the being. So here's these steps. We're going to learn something. Yeah, you're going to learn something new today. There's so many ways we can learn. We can learn through a conference, a lecture, a video like this. We can learn from a book or a podcast. And we're constantly receiving these really beautiful insights, right? And perspectives. Something that just stirs in our heart and kind of hits our spirit in a way that says, oh, yeah, that. And this is the mental download. And this is how we often are receiving information. And that is the first step. We want to learn something, have an insight or perspective. The second step is to actually practice this thing that we just learned, to create a safe space to try it on so that we can move differently, breathe intentionally, speak from that new place inside. This is where your nervous system actually learns to trust the new you. And you want to recognize that when we're practicing, we are creating agency for ourselves. So recognizing that we have the power to co-create our lives. But we have to recognize that when we are doing this practice, we can't do it through force or urgency. True change is going to happen again when we allow ourselves to recognize that the river is trying to take us somewhere. And we have to kind of let go and surrender. And so as you practice, as you create agency for yourself, I'm going to ask you to also recognize that there's a lot of surrendering that will take place in this step, because you actually don't control everything. You can only control the changing of your perspective or changing of your thoughts or minds or beliefs, and you can have control over just the next thing you do. That's it, just the very next intuitive action. So there's a lot of surrendering that has to go along with the practicing. So the final step here to change is to let the lesson really land in your bones. So you've practiced enough that you recognize this is your new way of being. This is your alternate behavior. You let the old way fall away, and that you let yourself become someone who no longer needs to remember, because you are the remembering. You just do it out of habit. It's your new habit, your new behavior. So I would love to share with you these things, these three spaces, these three essential steps, so that you can start to integrate them in your life and to start to notice, here I am learning something. Here I am practicing this through the practice of surrender to know what I can control and not control. And I can actually see myself actually using these alternate behaviors and I'm embodied these new ways of being now. This is the cycle. This is how we change. So I hope this is helpful today. Take it in, see how you can integrate it into your own life.